Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Week Ahead. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Sunday, June the 10th, 2012. Markets are open right now, full force. Euro gapping higher. You look at the dollar index chart. S&Ps are not available. I don't know, something wrong with my other feed. Excuse me. But I would imagine the S&Ps are going to open much higher. 1340 on the S&P looks like a big spot to me. Big news out of the Eurozone, obviously. Spanish banks getting bailed out. 100 billion euros. Chump change. But I think one of the other more important issues that's come out is the fact that we do have Germany possibly talk of some sort of Eurobonds. So I think that's going to be very interesting. And the other part of this whole bailout that we don't know is what the real number is. They just threw out 100 billion. If I'm right, I think some of the stories I've read is that the original bailout should have been 50 to 60. Now it's up to 100. We won't know the full number until June 21st. We also have the Greek elections in six days. This is a big week, people. I think you definitely want to be short the euro at some point going into next weekend. I think the party of no austerity is going to win. And even though they might want to stay in the Eurozone, in the Euro, in the EMU, European Monetary Union, you can't have both. You're not going to be able to eat your cake, have your cake and eat it too. Make your cake, whatever. So I just think that there are so many storm clouds on the horizon that to get all excited about this. And one of the other stories that in reading about this whole crap, because that's really the big, if they need to guarantee deposits and maybe create Eurobonds. Boom. Problem solved. Bazooka. But there's still too much uncertainty. Now, I do think we're going to be up all night. We don't have a ton of data coming out tonight. We do have big data coming out this week. And we look at this dollar index, and you're certainly on remember, there's a weekly chart. You can pull back down easy. 81. That's almost a penny and a half. Now, this chart does not reflect the gap down, gap up in the euro. But we get big numbers, in my opinion, on the U.S. side of the Atlantic this week. Big retail sales out of the Eurozone. Out of the U.S. CPI data. Remember, that's the big one. And the markets became oversold. Certainly the weekly chart on the S&P looks decent. Nice reversal. We could easily go to 1340, even 1350 on the S&P. 1350, I think, would be around the 50% retracement. So gold, I would imagine, is going to be higher, more printing of money. Gold looks good to me on the long side. We had China numbers that came out on Saturday that were disgusting. Let me tell you, ain't out of the woods yet. But this German story is going to keep the euro, in my opinion, bid. If it wasn't for this German and foreign finance minister story about a Eurobond, which is an about face from the Germans, I think we would have drilled. Because you now have Ireland also that came out of the fray and said, wait a second, we want Spain's deal. Doesn't this open up a can of worms? What the Eurozone and the ECB and the EMU is now doing for Spain, doesn't it open up a whole can of worms? What they're going to have to do for other countries on the periphery of financial Armageddon? And it seems like a pretty, here's the money. Take it. Print, print, print. So again, U.S. numbers to me is when we get the reversal. Retail sales on Wednesday, producer prices. We get a German 10-year bond auction. That'll probably go very well. Chinese industrial production, 9.2%, terrible. And then we're leading into the Greek elections. So I look for a nice reversal this week. I do not think this rally is going to hold water, have legs. Although, again, way oversold in the S&P, overbought in the dollar index, due for a nice move. I would imagine this probably continues. And we look at the euro. And remember, this doesn't reflect what's going on right now. We're trading at 126.40. My feed isn't working. But you know what? This is good. We're going back in time to Friday. But you see here how oversold we are. We are now trading above previous week's high. Bullish. We can easily go to 128. And if you do your Fibonacci, just from the meltdown here, in my opinion, that's where you do it. Because that's the move. Straight down. 120 is the 50% retracement. 129. So I got to tell you, I don't know if I want to be shorting this move in the euro. If it wasn't for the Greek news, for the German and this whole Eurobond news rumor, I'd be telling you to sell. But we had an inside candle last week, held the lows, and now we're opening above. We're going up. You got to be long. Got to be long. Can't believe I'm saying it. Tonight we do have numbers coming out of Asia. New Zealand manufacturing quarterly number. Could be interesting for New Zealand. New Zealand looking like it, nice reversal, nice breakout, held the line, the 3-week move. Another one, you do your Fibonacci, can easily bounce more. 79.50. Another 250 pips. Well, it's trading up 70 pips right now. Everything gapping up. S&P's, who knows where, to the moon. And again, if you're a listener, we went home relatively flat. I didn't want to take the chance. It could go either way. Either way. We do get a New Zealand rate decision later on in the week. No change expected there. Ballard will be speaking after. I think that's going to be an important event. U.S., we have no numbers coming out tomorrow. Plenty of Japanese numbers. Household confidence, machine tool orders. French industrial production also coming out. And that's it. But again, this week, in my opinion, it's all about the U.S. Yeah, we have some London manufacturing numbers on Tuesday. Sterling trading right now 151.10. Not even up that much because euro sterling gapping up big. But let me tell you, the cable held the line. Triple bottom. Never made new lows on the year. Inside candle last week. Sterling should be long. Getting pulled up with the dollar down. But Wednesday, we certainly big day. And then Thursday morning Asia, we get the New Zealand numbers. We get the SNB on Thursday as well. Big. I think Euro Swiss is going to be a big mover there. Maybe they try and pump it up. Keep that Euro rally going. I don't think the S&B is going to be able to hold it, but for now, it looks good. Looks like we should be just fine. Euro yen trading above par right now. Nice outside, not outside, a nice candle where it took out previous week's high. Did take out the lows of the year, but again, another one that could easily fit. Certainly one on 190. So this move, to me, should have legs. I don't see a monster reversal here. I don't. Even though there's enough negativity on this deal. But you look at this Aussie, big close, trading right now almost at par. We take out par, we're going to 101 easy. Easy. And let me tell you, this baby takes out the 101.25 Houston. There could be a big problem, meaning if this one goes, then they all could go. Maybe we get a summer rally. Maybe they figure things out. Can you believe Obama? I tell you, if he gets elected, it would be such a travesty. He's Jimmy Carter, reprocessed in a sausage bag. I mean, for him to say the private sector is just doing fine blows my mind. I mean, it proves everything I feel about this person, this president, who just doesn't get it. Let me tell you, dollar yen looks okay. Intervention possible. Held this channel line. Never really came close to it. We take out 80. Dollar yen really could be a nice move here. We became way oversold. We're due for a rally. Bond yields continue to collapse around the globe. Any pop-up in rates around the world, you could see the yen weaken. A lot of yens look good. Sterling yen. We take out 125, gone. Right now trading at 123.40. Not even up that much. Even Aussie yen looks very interesting. Triple bottom, look at this 3-year chart. Certainly make a fib move. Depends where you do it from. That's 85. We certainly should have more. But again, going later in the week, I think it's very prudent to reverse and look to be short. Dollar Canada looks like a nice reversal. Looks like we should come in more. Trading right now 102.20. Only down 40 pips. Easily fib. Par 50. So again, between China, Ireland, there's plenty of bad news out there. And who knows how much Spain is going to really need. And again, the contagion this is going to cause. I don't buy it. Dollar Swiss, though, still looks good. Markets are oversold. Just because I don't buy it doesn't mean we can't make money on the dark side. And then look to finesse it and reverse. And again, people, this is a big week to go premium. If you've never tried my product before, I think it's time. I have a different chat room now. Those of you that hate hear me. I think I like it. See how the video is tonight. And again, feel free to email me info@GlobalFXLLC to get a 1-week free trial. Why not? It's free. Big week if we reverse especially. Oh, baby. It's not over. The global economic meltdown is not over. Syria is on the precipice of a major blow-up. Chemical weapons might be used as early as this week. Do you have any idea the game changer if there were chemical weapons used on either side of the revolution, the Civil War? Game changer. That affects Israel. That brings in Obama would not be able to stand aside. Obama. Private sector is just doing just fine, thank you. What is he smoking? Let me have some. It must be real good. Oh, baby. Thursday, U.S. CPI, big number. Japan, let's see if they do more stimulus. We're going to get that on Friday morning in Asia. And U.S. big numbers on Friday. Empire Manufacturing. Remember, that was a disaster, number 17. Foreign flows of capital. Should be getting better. Remember, people flocking to the dollar. Dollar Swiss looks like a good short. These weeklies all look good. I'll tell you, the ones that really could melt down even more. Pound Aussie, pound Kiwi. I look for these to reverse, though. I think there's a nice head and shoulders. We should have a nice bounce off here. 152. A pound kiwi, probably coming in more. Baby reversing big time. Where is it? Damn, not here. Freaking IBD. Something wrong with FXCM feed. I'll tell you this, Euro Canada probably is due for a pop. Euro good news, Euro sterling. Let's take a look there. Again, follow me on Facebook, Andrew.Spanton. Spanton. Friend request me. Follow my fan page on Facebook, Voice of Forex. Follow me on YouTube, Voice of Forex. Follow me on Twitter. Love Twitter. I'm telling you, Apple should buy Twitter. I agree with Kramer on that. Kramer sucks. Look at this Euro Sterling. Trading right now 81.50. Looks pretty good. I got to tell you, it's oversold. We could go to 82.50 easy. Easy. What else should I give you? This looks good. It's buy on pullback. Great numbers out of Australia. Even Aussie Kiwi looks like it's a short. Rolling over. We take out 128. Very surprising. This should have been up. With all the good Australian news, this should have been higher. I think the RBNZ is going to be more on the hawker side. No cut. This Kiwi. Baby looks gorgeous. BOP tonight. Easy. 79, easy. Certainly once we clear 78. All right, everyone. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at info@globalfxllc.com. Andrew Spanton. Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need, who truly loves to make you money. Try my service, you freebies. Later.